Hey everyone, welcome to Coaching Changes Lives. So glad you can join us in this video. Now in today's video, we're going to look at designing actions, the ICF Core Competency number 9. Now if you're new to our channel, do remember to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay tuned with all the latest updates of coaching, speaking, communicating, as well as leadership. Really exciting to share with you all these different components in today's episode. Just like this as well, we're going to look at designing actions. Now if you're wondering about the previous competencies, do check out our playlist with all the ICF Core Competency coaching playlists as well to go each one of the competencies from competency number 1 all the way to number 8, right? So today we can look at number 9. Number 9 is designing actions. And what is designing actions? So in the process of discovery of the client, we gain understanding, helping the clients to create awareness, helping the clients to create insights, going deeper. But now it's a time where we're going to design the actions for the client. Now is the time we're going to help the client go deeper, understand the different components and facets of what designing actions is all about. So let's take a look at this. ICF defines designing actions as the ability to create with the client opportunities for ongoing learning during coaching and in work-life situations, and for taking new actions that will most effectively lead to agreed upon coaching results. So what is that? What is leading them to agreed upon coaching results? Well, in the design actions is really when we just explore. We brainstorm, we create, we may have pros and cons about the situation at hand, and we help them to just expand as many actions as they can think about, right? And also help them to see, hey, are there other possible actions you can take forward with all the learnings you gain? So it's really insight-based actions, not just actions based on whatever we think that's right, and not just actions that we think that, okay, this is the way you should go about it, this is what everyone has done it, but really actions that really matter to them, actions that they can take sustainably, actions that they can move forward with momentum and drive forward. So let's take a look at some of the key components and key facets of how do we help them to design actions. Now the first one is this: brainstorms and assist the client to define actions that will enable the client to demonstrate, practice, and deepen new learning. Helps the client to focus on systematically explore specific concerns and opportunities that are central to agreed upon coaching goals, engages the client to explore alternative ideas and solutions, to evaluate options and to make related decisions, and promotes active experimentation and self-discovery where the client applies what has been discussed and learned during sessions immediately afterward in his or her work or life setting. So essentially what's happening here is that we want the client not just to brainstorm. We want them to just come up with ideas, but we want them to be able to take the first step forward. Right after this call, what is one thing that you're going to do different? Right after this call, what's one thing you're going to do different? So for example, if you're watching this video, what is one thing you're going to do different right after this video? Right after watching this video, what's going to be different for you? How are you going to make it different? How are you going to change things up? How are you going to spice things up? What's going to be different for you significantly, right? So that's what you want to do, right? So that is, brainstorming is not just brainstorming for fun, but brainstorming towards an action. And whatever action that's designed must align to the client's ultimate outcome, where they want to be. And we're helping the client see, are there correlations? Are they connected? How are they correlated? And are they building upon each other? Are they helping them to create the momentum to move forward? Or are all these actions just sporadic and not coming together in alignment? So there's something for us to explore in the coaching process as well. Next, for us to consider, it's celebrating client success and capabilities for future growth, challenges clients' assumption and perspectives to provoke new insights and find new possibilities for action, and advocates or brings forward points of view that are aligned with the client's goals and without attachment, engages the client to consider them, helps the client to do it now during the coaching session, providing immediate support, encourages stretches and challenges, but also a comfortable pace of learning. So while we're designing actions, we're saying, okay, what is one thing you can do now, right after this call, but also stretching the client, because sometimes the client's action planning can be something that's doable, can be something that's possible, but it's not something that's stretching the client. So we're going to challenge the client further, move them forward, challenge them a little bit more, right? So that's what we're going to do in designing actions. Now, next, we're going to look at this thing called the ICF Competency Rating List, and this is going to be really helpful for you to look at the different holistic approach of how we can build layer upon layer across the different levels of the ICF credentialing. At the ACC level, that's the Associate Certified Coach, the PCC, the Professional Certified Coach, and the MCC, the Master Certified Coach. What are the key behavioral differences that we're looking at? Now, whether you're ACC, PCC, MCC, or you're just beginning your coaching journey, this will be very useful for you to unravel as well. So let's take a look at this. Now, when we look at the competency rating list, what we begin to realize is that The ICF says this: the ability to create with the client opportunities for ongoing learning during coaching and in work and life situations. Working with the client to design actions and activities outside of the coaching session to continue exploration, increase awareness and learnings, and move toward the desired goal. And coach may initially assign field work with increasing shift to coach client design actions to support the client's goals and learning styles and desired pace. So that's where we're going to go forward. Now let's look at ACC level. ACC level says this: that the coach tends to suggest homework and action that they think would be best handled by the problem or handle the problem or achieve the goal. And actions tend to be one-dimensional in nature, taking new actions that will not effectively lead to agreed upon coaching results. At the PCC level, the coach engages in some but not a complete partnership with the client to develop actions. Again, the actions are attuned to solving the situational issues the client has presented rather than looking beyond the situation to other broader learnings that might be inherent in the situation. So really at this level at PCC, we're looking beyond, not just the immediate now and now, not just solving this problem, but what are the repercussions, what are the additional learnings we can take forward in future. Next, the coach tends to define forward motion only in terms of physical action and not really beyond that. Okay, at the MCC level, we're going to go even much deeper than that. We're going to look at a few components. The first one, the coach works in complete partnership with the client to design actions, or in the alternative, lets the client lead in designing actions. And the coach and client designs action that fits the client's goals, learning styles, and pace of wanted or necessary movement. And coach allows action to include thinking, creating, and doing. The coach also engages the client in relating design actions to other aspects of what the client wants, thereby broadening the scope of learning and growth. And coach encourages informed experimentation to help clients develop a more powerful leverage actions. So there you have. All that we've just discussed is that how do we help the client to create deeper and deeper engagement with themselves, with the audience at large, and how do we help the coach as well realize with the client that when we design actions, it's not about just me wanting to solve the problem. If you as a coach always thinks about, I just want to solve the problem, then you're limiting the client, because solving the problem is only one piece of the puzzle. What is essentially that you want to do is not just to solve the now and now, but what are the learnings the client can take to move them forward? How do we stretch the horizon? How do we see that this action they're taking is not just something that they can do, but maybe just challenge them a little bit more and push them a little further? And when we design the actions, is that something that's comfortable for them already? Or is it something a little bit that sets them a little bit uneasy, but it helps to stretch them? If the client does something that's very comfortable, there's no growth. Right? In fact, the growth will be very limited because the client has already had experience doing that. So what I encourage you to do in the coaching process is to think about how do we help the client go further, to push them forward, to have them consider different notions and different aspects of things as well. How do we help them to unravel all these different processes as well that will really, really solidify their learnings. Now, there you have designing actions, an overview of the ICF competency number 9. In our next video, we're going to look at ICF competency number 10, where we go deeper because 9, 10, and 11, they're all integrated. So I encourage you to watch these 3 videos concurrently because 9 is design actions, 10 is about planning and goal setting, and 11, it's about managing progress and accountability. In the new updated competency, these are all merged together as one, facilitating learning and growth. Now, in the whole process, the ultimate outcome of design actions is to facilitate this client's growth and learning along the process. So the coaching session is but the trigger for the client to move forward so that they can take the learnings from here and move forward in the action steps forward. Now, it's not about telling the client, hey, this is right, this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong. No. Eventually, the perfect outcome is that after the coaching conversation, the client is now empowered to take the actions. And even if they're stuck with new ideas, new topics, and new situations, they know exactly how to deal with them because they had the learnings that's integrated within them. And they're able to apply the learnings and apply them across multiple sessions as well. Okay, so there you have competency number 9, design actions. And until next time, we'll see you at Coaching Changes Lives.